Shalom, everybody. Today we'll just go through the basic blessings, and then we'll have more details tomorrow. And so I'm skipping all the topics that are things that we learned in prayer. For example, we learned that you're not allowed to pray in a smelly place. You're not allowed to pray when there's when you're not clean or when your clothing aren't clean. So it's more or less the same thing with blessings. Our custom, for example, is to not make blessings without a kippah on our head for men. Um, so that's just a idea of respect, even though all the brachot, like we said in the introduction, are from the rabbinical decisions. Moshe Rabbeinu, we are told, um, wrote the first blessing of after the meal, Birkat Hamazon, but the blessings on food before were installed only after the temple was destroyed. So, Shnei Sugim shel brachot, there's two kinds of blessings for food, before and after. The blessing before the food is a blessing that we thank Hashem for the enjoyment that we have from the food, and that's why it's called Birkot HaNe'anin. And it's just common sense that makes this obligation, because a person should not take from Hashem for their own pleasure anything from God without asking permission. And so we don't ever wait for the answer. Hashem doesn't talk to us directly except for the prophets, but we say the blessing in order to basically say thank you, Hashem, and I'm asking for permission to have this as you have given it to me. And this is such a simple and commanding idea, or rational idea, that the Torah did not have to command it, but it just has to be done because we have the sechel, the knowledge to do it. And he continues the same way that the person gets gifts from their friend, they have to thank them properly and even personally for the gift, and that's why, for bar mitzvah and weddings, we write thank you notes, because we can't at the wedding or the bar mitzvah know what each person gave us, so it has to be something um, more specific. I'll just say that for my bar mitzvah, I was told that the wording should be, if it was for money, so thank you very much for the money that you gave me for my bar mitzvah. We don't have to write the amount. And if it was a gift, then to say why it's meaningful to you. If it's a book or a shofar or anything like that, it has to be specific. That way you can be appreciative in a proper way. So if the person says all of it, just thank you, and then it shows that they don't understand why this gift is this way, and so the thankfulness loses its meaning. It's only like lip service. He's not saying, God forbid, that if you say it like that, that it is lip service. He's just saying that it loses its real meaning, and that's why a person should behave the same way towards Hashem. So the rabbis instituted the blessings for each kind of food, which we'll learn in chapter 8, Halacha 4. But as an introduction, for bread, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz, because Hashem brought forth, or helped us give knowledge how to bring forth bread from the ground, for mezonot. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam borei min mezonot, and he's not going into examples, but when we learn those halachot, we will. For wine, borei pri hagafen, for fruit trees, for tree fruit, borei pri ha'etz, and for fruit from the ground or vegetables, we say borei pri adama. Everything else that does not grow from the ground, like meat and milk or other proteins, is shakol ni'abit varo. And this way, every blessing shows the actual root and source from Hashem for each one of these, and that's why you should make the proper blessing on each one specifically. And we'll learn that there is also general blessings that can cover. So I'll just give two examples. One is if you make a motzilach min aretz, you don't have to make the other blessings for anything that is part of the meal, not for food or drink. And if you're just having l'chaim, then if somebody says borei pri hagafen and other people aren't drinking the wine, but they're drinking other beverages, they don't have to say shahakol specifically because borei pri hagafen is poter all the different kinds of drinks because of its importance. So we'll stop here and continue tomorrow with more of these halachot.